Busted by the cops, outed online, and forced to pay to reclaim your anonymity. That is your worst nightmare come true. How mugshot websites are now making big bucks exposing those nabbed for even the smallest offenses. ABC's Steve Osunsami goes inside a booming online industry that's surprisingly legal and potentially destructive.
There's something about seeing someone in a mugshot and what could be their most unfortunate photo ever that gets tons of people watching on the internet. And it's not just the jailhouse photos of celebrities like Lindsay Lohan, Mel Gibson, and this famous one from Paris Hilton. In the past 2 years, a new industry has been born with more than 60 new websites like whosarrested.com and atlantamugshots.org.
We all know it's wrong. Fundamentally, we know it's wrong. But in a country that just gives people the access to information, and in an age where information is available so quickly, how do you stop this?
Here's how it works. The sites legally download the latest mugshots from police websites, publish the faces of alleged lawbreakers on the internet, and then often charge the accused a fee, sometimes hundreds of dollars, to pull the photos down.
Now we're going to draw right here.
We've been tracking these cases for months. Andy McMahon, a computer technician in Atlanta, says he paid $75 to take down an old booking photo from a DUI. He says he hasn't had a drink in 5 years and now has a daughter and a child on the way.
It wasn't a lot, but it wasn't a little. And after they took it down, they just started popping up everywhere. It's kind of like whack-a-mole. You know, you hit one down and they just pop up other places.
Sophia Andrade, a corporate account manager, told us she's innocent and says she's been fighting this for more than a year.
It's like you can't move on with your life. I mean, everybody goes to Google now and to see who you are. I'm not a criminal. I'm not charged with anything.
She says she feels like she's been violated twice. First by the husband who in divorce papers she claims repeatedly attacked her.
There you are.
Then by the mugshot industry, which legally published the booking photos from what she says was a false arrest after police were called to her home, later cleared from her record.
Just to have that online is just a constant reminder of my nightmare.
When she asked just one of these sites to keep her photo private, they said yes, but she'd have to pay $399, and she refused. She says while she was negotiating with one site, the picture kept showing up on others.
You know, all they want is money to take the pictures down. It's not just that I take my photograph down on this site. It comes down on this site and it pops up somewhere else, over and over and over again. So when does it stop?
We went looking for a voice from the mugshot website industry, but found that contact information on the sites often led nowhere, making the owners quite difficult to track down.
So you're just a businessman.
Absolutely.
In this scenario.
A businessman and an advocate.
We did find this man in Louisiana who asked to remain in shadow.
Think of how many people have been arrested. Now put a small service fee on that amount of people, and you can see why the industry is sort of taking off.
He told us to call him TJ and says he's just a middleman hired by thousands of Americans each year, desperate to get their booking photos taken down. On his website called removeslander.com, he charges up to $1,300 for his services, and he swears that he's not in bed with the owners of these sites.
Is this a dirty business that you're in?
I don't consider it dirty, what I do. What I do is help people.
In an email, we heard back from the owners of BustedMugshots.com, a popular site now facing a lawsuit from more than 250,000 people in Ohio, accusing the company of exploiting their photos for commercial gain. Company CEO Kyle Prowl told us he's providing a public service, saying that the public's right to know about local arrests and crime outweighs this concern, and that laws have determined these records must be disclosed to the public. And he told us when the person is exonerated or found not guilty, the record is removed at no charge. Sophia Andrade says that was not her experience dealing with other companies. She says she explained over and over again how she was the victim and how the photos were preventing her from obtaining employment. And she provided these court documents showing that prosecutors cleared her case.
This was a wrongful arrest, and the case was dismissed by the state attorney's office.
But her picture remains published to this day. Our inside expert says the real problem is the law, saying the industry would go away if authorities stopped treating booking photos like trophies.
The police can stop this overnight, and this is the part that no one is talking about. Why are we posting the mugshot of someone who simply missed traffic court? Why is there a need Mr. Sheriff, to post their photos.
Georgia lawmaker Roger Bruce is one man trying to shut down the mugshot industry, pushing for a law that would make it a crime to publish a booking photo and then charge a fee to have it taken down, but only in Georgia.
What we're trying to do, first of all, is to remove the incentive for putting it out there. So we don't want them to be able to charge a fee to remove these pictures. And the thought is if they can't charge a fee, why put it out there?
He says sheriff's departments across the country should be able to label their images with watermarks and police their use, and says that Sophia Andrade and other victims should be able to sue when police say the photos have been mishandled.
It just destroys your life. You know, my family, my friends, it's just, I don't know, I just don't know how to express in words how devastating this has been for me. You are defending yourself. As long as the picture is out there, you're defending yourself. Telling your story, this is what happened. I'm not guilty.
She's now found temporary work, and she stepped away from the fight, deciding that she'll live with the pictures and explain her story one person at a time. For Nightline, I'm Steve Osunsami in Atlanta.